Good morning, friends. Today we are going to solve a problem of array in Java. So the problem statement is to write a program to sort a given array, but the limitation will be using a single loop. So the input parameter of this problem will be like one array will be there which can contain some numbers. So I can contain 3, 2, 4, 5, 11, 12, something like that. And the output which this program needs is like 2, 3, 4, and then it will be 5, 11 and 12. So the input parameter will be something like this and the output is this. So we have to sort this given array using a single loop. Now the problem, or we can say most of the sorting algorithm given by Java, they use two for loops, or we can say it uses a n-square algorithm. If we take an example like bubble sort or selection sort, all these algorithms use two for loops. So how we can solve this problem using a single loop only? So let me write the logic and then I can show the code on Eclipse. So the things which we are going to do here is, now let me write this input array which is 1, 2, 4, 5, 11 and 12. And the indexes I will write just below it. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this represents this. So this is the indexes. So this value is nothing but the index and this is my input array. Now how I can solve this problem, or how I can sort this given array integer using a single loop only. So this is my constraint, you can say. So to do it, what we can do is we can start a for loop, a single for loop, and okay, let me write that logic and then I can explain that logic here. So the logic is something like for int I is equal to 0, where I will go to the array dot length and -1 and I plus plus. So here what I'm doing, I'm iterating this for loop. I'm iterating this array using this for loop. Now I will compare the value at the index 0 and the value at the index 1. And if the value at the index 0 is greater than the value at the index 1, I will swap the values. So what I'm saying, that if array I, which is 0, is greater than array I plus 1, which is like the next index, if this condition is satisfying, I will swap this value. So what I have to do, I have to swap this values. If my value at index 0 is greater than the value at index 1, I will swap it. So now I am swapping, because here is the temp. I can store the value of array I, and then in the value, or at the index I plus 1, I will set this and array let me check it. Temp, what I did, I copied it here. And okay, so this is wrong. And then in this I can store the value of I plus 1 and then array I plus 1 equal to temp. So I just swapped these two values using these 3 lines, and once this is done I will reset the index value. Here it is I, so I will reset with -1. Why -1? So why -1? So once I will encounter any pair where the value of index I is greater than the value of index I plus 1, I will swap it. So here if I'll swap it, in the first run only I have to swap, right? Because 3 is greater than 2. So after first run, okay, so let me run it and then I can show it. So in the first run, this value will get changed. So what will the value for us? It will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 and 12. So after first run, because I swapped these two values, because 3 was greater than 2, I swapped it and this was my final result. Now once I swapped it, I cannot go and then again comparing these numbers, right? I have to again start from the beginning. So that's the way. So index, that value I, after that I set to -1 because it will go into this loop and this will set it. So this is the way it is going to sort it. So okay, I have taken an example in such a way that all the things are already sorted. So let me take another example. So the other example I can take is like, suppose my input array is 9, 10, 25, 3, 6, 8. Now in this case, if suppose I'm going to compare these two values, which is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, I'm comparing the indexes. So this is basically the index. This is all representing the index. Now the logic was somehow it is like for int I equal to 0, I less than array dot length -1 and I plus plus. And if array of I is greater than array of I plus 1, I will swap the value. So it was like int temp equal to array of I and array of I equal to array of I plus 1 and array of I plus 1 equal to temp. And here I was saying reset the value, reset the index. So I is equal to -1. Now let's run this example. So if I run this example in the first run, my 9 is not greater than 10. So it will not go and change the value. So it will not go into this if condition. Again, it will compare 10 with 25. Again, it is not greater. Again, it will compare 25 to 3, and 25 to 3 is greater than, like 25 is greater than 3. So it will swap these two values. So in this condition, what will happen? My array value will be 9, 10, 3, 25, 6 and 8. Now you can see if I don't reset this value, my for loop will keep on running. After this, it will compare these two values and these two values. So it will not it will not sort this given array, right? So once we encounter a condition where this if condition will execute, I have to again start from the beginning, so that at the last my for loop will be, at last I will use only one for loop and all this array will be get sorted. So let me run with the second for loop. So once this condition executed, this index I value will set to -1. Now once it is -1, it will go and increment the value to 0, right? So because if this for loop runs, I will set to -1 and it will go and set to I equal to 0, and then it will start from again here. So in this case again, now it will run on this array, right? So it is 0 is 9 is greater than 10, no. 10 is greater than 3, yes. So in this case again, this will get swapped and its value will become 9, 3, 10, 25, 6 and 8. So you are seeing, right, this 3 value is getting shifted to my initial position every time it is encountering a value which is greater than its value. So here 10 is greater than 3. So in next one, if you see 9 is greater than 3, so 3 will move here, right? So 3, 9, 10, 25, 6 and 8. So this will be my the next iteration where this if condition will get executed. Similarly, it will keep on moving your different or your subsequent adjacent to a larger value in such a way that at the last this for loop will, at last this array will get sorted. So let me run this example on an Eclipse and show it how it is working. So let's try to run the same problem on Eclipse. So for the sake of the time, I have already written that program in Eclipse. So it was the same logic which I have already told. I have given a single for loop here, and I have given a single for loop here, and you can see if the value at index I is greater than the value of index I plus 1, I am going to swap the values and I will reset that value to the -1, or I will reset that index to the -1. So let me just run this program and show it how it is giving me the output. So once I will run this, I am printing this array before sorting this and after sorting it. So this is my original array which I have printed here. You can see it's printing 9, 10, 25, 3, 6, 8. So this was my original array. When I sorted it, after sorting, it is printing this 3, 6, 8, 9, 10 and 25, which is the sorted array. And you can see here I have used a single for loop. So one thing is clear, that this program is giving me the correct output. Now let's run this program into debug mode and let's see how this code is getting executed one by one. So I have set some debug pointer here, and let's run this program into the debug mode and see how this program is getting executed. So I just ran it, and now you can see here it is running the first iteration. So in the first iteration, the index I value, in the first iteration, the value at I is 0. You can see here, and the value at I, which is 0, is what? Like it is 9. It is comparing 9 with 10. So 9 is not greater than 10. It will not go into this if loop. Now once I pressed F6, it went up, and now it is comparing the I is 1. Now it is comparing the value at index I, which is 1, means 10 and 25. Now 10 is also not greater than 25, so it will not go into this if condition. So let me go once more. Now it is comparing 25 to 3. So here you can see the I value is 2. So this is the value at index 2, and it is comparing 25 with 3. Now this 25 is greater than 3. It will go into this for loop. So once it is going into this for loop, you can see it is going F6. It went into the for loop, and now it is swapping the value. So now you can see after this swap, what is my array index? So it is 9, 10, and you can see this 3 went to the index 2 and 25 went to the index 3. So this value got swapped. So you can see now after this condition executed, my array is 9, 10, 3, 25, 6, 8. So this is my array. You see slowly this 3 will move up. Now let me execute one more time. I set to -1. Now if I set to -1, if this for loop will get executed, the I value will become 0. Now it has become 0. See here, you can see here this I value became 0. And now it is again comparing 0, which is like value at index 0, which is 9 to 10. Now you can see it is not moved comparing 25 to 6. It went to comparing the index at 0 to index at 1. Now you can see here it is compared. Now 9 is not greater than 10. So this if condition didn't get executed. Now you can see next time it will compare 10 with 3. Now you can see it went into this if condition and again it swapped it. So see here it is getting swapped. Now once this swap code got executed, 3 moved up. Now you can see 3 moved up and I got reset. Again it will compare 9 with 3. So in this condition again if condition will get executed and here you can see this 3 moved up. So this way the lowest value is getting moved up one by one. So if I run one by one here, let me execute one more time. So now you can see this in this array 3 was the lowest value and this for loop is still running and my 3 went to the first position. Now what I have to do? Somehow I have to move this 6 to the next position because this is the next largest value after 3. So let me execute it one by one and you can see how you just see this part of the code, how this code is getting executed or how this values are getting moved slowly up by up. Now see the 6 started moving up. See it is going slowly and see here, C went to the second position, 6 went to the first position also. Now after that, which value I have to move? I have to move this 8. So see here, slowly this 8 will move up. Now this 8 also started moving up. See, 8 went to after 6. Now 9, 10 and 25 is again a still sorted array. So if you run this, it will not do anything and see here, program got executed and the array also got sorted. This is not one of the efficient way to sort it. We have multiple efficient way, but all this efficient way uses 2 for loops. In this, we have to use only one for loop. So we have to go with this way. So this is all about sorting one array using a single for loop. Hope you liked this video. If you have any doubt, please write it in comments. I will try to answer it. For time being, have a great day and goodbye.